everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2009 movie Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. The movie is written and directed by Rob Zombie, and in this movie it picks up a couple years after his remake, and Laurie Strode is now living with Annie and Sheriff Brackett, and she's like having really bad PTSD and everything, and she's kind of like starting to go on a downward spiral and everything. And in the meantime, Dr. Loomis has written a book about the events of the first movie and Michael Myers and stuff, pretty much exploiting him and everything, and the deaths of all the people that were killed and everything. And it's a pretty jacked up thing for the character to do, but I thought he was not. I didn't really like Dr. Loomis in this movie. And then Michael Myers is like a traveling hobo going around just living off of stuff. He keeps having these visions of his mom and a white horse and himself when he was younger. It's kind of weird and everything, but I actually really enjoyed this movie when I rewatched it. The first time I watched it, I was mixed on it. Part of me liked it and part of me didn't, but when I rewatched it, I liked this movie a lot more than I remembered. The cast in it are all really good. Scout Taylor Compton is really great as Laurie and everything, and I love how she's written and everything, and the PTSD just feels so real in this movie. I mean, I've been around people that suffer from PTSD, and I suffer from it myself and everything, and it's just a really realistic portrayal of it and everything. I really love that about it. Danielle Harris is great again as Annie. And she's in this one more than she was the first one, but she still doesn't really have a lot to do and everything, but she's great in the stuff that scenes that she is in it. I kind of wish that she would have had a little bit more to do in the movie. Malcolm McDowell is still fine as Dr. Loomis. I don't think he was as good in this one as he was in the first one, but he's fine. I mean, like I said, I don't like the direction they take Dr. Loomis's character, because they really kind of make him out to be a big dickhead. Sherry Moon Zombie returns as Deborah Myers, and she's like the vision that Michael and at times Laurie sees and everything, and with a white horse and everything. She's good and everything, but she seems a lot different in this movie than she was in the first one. But I mean, she was fine in it. Tyler Bane returns as Michael Myers, and he's still just as brutal, if not more brutal, in this movie. I still think he's a great portrayal of the character and everything. And like the first movie, we get some pretty good cameos. Margot Kidder plays Laurie's therapist, and I think she was pretty good. And I liked that we got a cameo from Weird Al. He's like one of my favorite singers of all time, so getting to see him in here was really cool and everything. I like that he was still funny and stuff in it and everything. And it has some pretty good kills, some pretty brutal ones. But there's not a lot that are like really memorable. There's like one where he stomps this guy's head in, and it was pretty cool and everything, which I actually think it's done even better in the next movie. But I thought that was a pretty cool kill. It's alright. There's a part where he kills like these guys that beat him up and everything, and then he kills their daughter. They like beat him up because he's like stealing their food or something on a farm, and he kills them, and it's pretty brutal on that scene too, and everything. But there's not a whole lot of kills in here, unfortunately. That's one thing that I don't like about the movie, is there's not a lot of kills and everything. But whenever they do have them, they're pretty gruesome and stuff. So I do like that about it. And Brad Dourif's performance, I think, is one of the best performances in the franchise for sure. I loved his performance. The scene where he goes in and finds Annie's body after she's been killed, just heartbreaking, and he gave an Oscar-worthy performance in that scene. Scout Taylor Compton did a really good job too in the scene when Annie's dying and everything. She's keeps saying, "Stay with me," and everything. Both scenes are really emotional and everything, and both of them gave great performances in those scenes and everything. And Tyler Bates' score is alright. It's really different than any other Halloween movie and everything. It doesn't really have any of the themes or anything like that. I thought that was kind of unique and everything. And I like how this doesn't really feel like a normal Halloween movie and everything. I think that's kind of cool too. But I think that this is a really good sequel and a really good movie. It does get slow at parts of it though. The movie could have been cut back maybe 10-15 minutes, and it would have probably been a lot better. I don't really know how long the theatrical cut is. I've only seen the unrated version, and this one's like 2 hours. So I think it could have been just a tad bit shorter and everything. But besides that, I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, I love how they kind of go in depth on the trauma, how traumatized Laurie is and everything. I also like that she doesn't know that Michael is her brother until towards the end of the movie. She finds out because of Loomis's book, which was a really jacked up way for her to find out and everything. And like I said, this is just a really good movie. It's definitely one of the best in the franchise to me and everything. I like it a lot more than I did the last time I watched it and everything. So I'd have to say I'd give it a 8.5 out of 10, because I don't like it quite as much as the first one, mainly because of the pacing, but I do still like it quite a bit and everything, and I think it's a really good entry in the franchise. So but anyway, that's my review for Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's version. And oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, I love the opening sequence with the dream sequence at the hospital. That's like a little 15-minute remake of Halloween 2. I thought that was pretty cool, and seeing Octavia Spencer, I thought that was awesome. She's one of my favorite actresses, so anytime she pops up in something, I always like that and everything. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.